see we have Carrie Gordon here, the Assistant Director of Performance Medicine with Cirque du Soleil. Thank you for being here, and
My pleasure.
Fabulous job. I am, of course, sitting here wondering how that's humanly possible.
So,
How can a human being do that?
typically, you'll start training somewhere between the ages of 5 and 8, just like you might put someone into football or basketball. They start training, it'll be 2 hours a day, 5 to 6 days a week for years.
So are you saying that it's too late for me? That
I haven't gotten that far yet, because we're going to do a test on you.
All right,
so we're going to make sure whether or not you have a second career.
And
Training takes about 2 hours a day, and they don't just stop right when they finish training. They go home, they brush their teeth in the splits, they watch TV in a back bend, and really start working on that, and it's essential and critical that they maintain this flexibility over the years. What's really interesting when it comes to the flexibility, and we have some MRI images of studies that we've done, and Honda's going to demonstrate what's happening in this. So as you can see, the neck has an excessive amount of extension, and also in the low back and the lumbar spine it does, but very little in the thoracic. So it's very interesting when we do these studies to see where is that motion occurring.
And what she's describing there is the thoracic area is the middle of the back. You see how straight that is versus the curl lower in that image. That's the lumbar region. It's very curved.
Yeah. We also have some images of just standing spines with the non-contortionist, and next to what the images of the contortionist spine looks like. When we do the MRIs of our contortionists, they all have this very, very straight spine.
And if you look at those images, that S curve you typically see with the non-contortionist spine, that's how most of ours look. And so that very straight appearance of the contortionist spine is unique.
So what we want to do is see whether or not you're going to be able to have a second career maybe with Cirque du Soleil. And for the audience members and people at home, we have a very simple test, and what that does is test joint laxity. So do you have the precursors for maybe something that you could be a contortionist? It's the Biton test. And the girls are going to demonstrate at the same time so that we can see. So first you're just going to bend over and see if you can put your palms flat on the ground. Which, of course, each one of them. Let's see what you got.
I have to warm up a little bit, right?
No warm up necessary. You get a point for each one that you can accomplish. It's a 0 or a 1. So, palms flat on the floor.
That's not going to happen.
Okay, that's a 0. Next one is extend your arms and see if you have any hyperextension in the elbows. That would be a point on each one. Each girl has that as well, so that would be 3.
So I'm out on that too.
You're out. So far, you and I both 0s. Knees bend back if they have a curvature going into a hyperextension. That's also a point on each side. And I want to see if there's anyone in the audience now. If we can pull your thumb to your forearm, if you can touch it, this is a point. Flexion, wrist flexion.
Yeah, that's not going to happen either.
Bring that. And each girl can do that.
So here's the takeaway. If you have that extra laxity there, clearly this test can figure that out. And if any of you can do all these moves, we're going to be taking some applications after the show.